Spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bears offense is on the field for the first time today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They'll line up for a second down play. The give on the inside. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Florida Atlantic's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Quarterback keeper. Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. All the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Now they'll run the draw. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Bears will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Offense getting set for first down. The give out of the gun. Nice move to keep moving. At the 35, he's got room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. North Texas looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Bears will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Quarterback will keep it. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. They'll give it to him again. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. Makes his man miss. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. No.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. These guys are really hitting their stride. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah,
and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Looking for a productive play on first down. A run for the quarterback. Keeps the legs moving. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Owls have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before.
Conversion.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
26, Baylor, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
Fires to the right, and he intercepts it. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Florida Atlantic trying to get it in from the red zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, the ground game. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic! What a grab and go for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get loud.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the back. Tosses it incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute, I got to get me one too.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. Just plowing down the field. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
Have yourself a day.
They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
39, Baylor, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. The offense starts with a short field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Owls! The AT unit on the field. He's looking. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He's bringing it out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Got room to work. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And And the Bears will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll come out throwing on first down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On second down, looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Throws for the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Looking for more room. He's at the 40, the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now you
forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5.
The return is tackled down at the 22, and the
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you.
Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Owls. play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The snaps, the fake, and he wants to throw. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's at the 40, the 20, he's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down.
Get set. Can. Roll it. Flip.
Power football with the run. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Snap from the gun on third down. Unloads to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. Third down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds and keep the drive moving.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they've got on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Dialing up a second down pass play. Just goes right through the wicket. Brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Coming after him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes the catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Wisconsin delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense was the story here. J.J. Watt may be the standard, but it looks like there's another stud edge rusher there in Madison.
He wants to throw.
Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Smashes through. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Of 2. Second down coming up.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback keeps it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Line gets set, first down. Quick handoff. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Feeling some heat. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this is going to be incomplete on third. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. On the move from inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice problem, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And the beatdown has ensued. They build this fourth quarter lead. It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. He goes out of bounds, stopped short, and the gamble on the fake does not pay off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, at least, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Quick completion on the out route. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This is a designed run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. They'll give it to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Going for it on 4th down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. Finds his tight end. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Wants to go up. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
To advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback is snowed under. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. On second down, he'll let it fly. They've got the screen set up. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.